Time for the Nightline Report Card. Our experts, Nicole Wallace, was in Sarah Palin's corner last time around. Donna Brazile managed Al Gore's campaign. Matt Dowd in George W. Bush's corner once. Okay, so it's a report card. We'll go style, substance. First, Ryan, style. Paul Ryan, style. A.
Give him an A.
C plus.
C plus?
C.
So that's A, C plus, and C for Ryan. Yeah, not a great grade. So let's go to the easy grade here, or the good grade he got. Nicole.
I thought that what Ryan had to do tonight was to stand toe-to-toe with Joe Biden. I thought that was the whole basis for grading him on style, and I thought he closed what was not just a decades-long experience gap, but I thought he closed a gravitas gap.
Fire away.
I think that when you look at this style grade, Joe Biden had to come in with energy and had to come in sort of forceful, and he did that. I think Paul Ryan maintained what he needed to do. I gave him a C, which is satisfactory, but there was no energy, I think, in Paul Ryan's part that made Republicans say, wow, I want to go to battle with him.
That's tough. He shows up, he gets a C.
I gave him a C plus because I thought he was well rehearsed, but he was stiff, and at times he came across like he was memorizing his lines and not truly passionate about what he was saying.
All right, wide variety there. Joe Biden on style.
I gave him a C. I thought that the eye roll. Oh, we're going to get to the last
C?
later.
I gave him a B plus.
On Biden?
Biden.
B.
B. All right, so that Biden style, C, B plus, and B.
So the eye rolling was his biggest problem for the first hour, but then he started with the finger wagging, and then he went after Martha Raddatz. His voice got much louder. He started screaming, and his face started bulging, and I just thought he looked like my dad does when he watches an Obama press conference, like ready to throw something at the TV.
Turned you off.
I thought he was a nut.
Biden got the job done. He was emotional. He connected with the audience on issues that, quite frankly, are emotional. Medicare, how you going to pay for it, Social Security. But I also thought that he was passionate. Yes, he laughed a little. He smiled a little. He was Joe Biden. He loved the day.
He was Joe.
B. I'm a very tough A, so I wasn't going to give probably anybody on this an A. I think he did exactly what he needed to do. The Democratic base needed to be energized. They needed to be energized with some passion, energized with some really tough fight, and he did exactly that.
And he showed up and did that. It's a debate. Let's talk about substance. Paul Ryan on substance.
A.
C.
C.
All right, so Paul Ryan gets an A once again and 2 C's. Why the A?
I thought that these were two very well-prepared candidates, and I thought that Paul Ryan came with all of the ammunition to take the case that ticket is trying to prosecute against Obama. And I thought he had his facts in order. I think foreign policy is a place where we haven't seen him do much work. He hasn't launched many political attacks. And this is the heat of a campaign. So while things are to be politicized, things that take place in the heat of a campaign become political. And I thought on Libya, he made a very good point. And he got Biden to concede that he didn't know that more security had been requested in Benghazi.
He knew his brief.
He's had 2 weeks to come up with an answer for their tax plan. He clung to his talking points, didn't have any specifics, got confused in Afghanistan. That's a C.
I agree with Donna. I think he came and he didn't have specifics. Every time he was pressed on what the facts are, Martha kept pressing him on tell us exactly what you would do. He had no answer for it.
And he is a wonky guy up there. All right, Biden on substance.
I gave Biden a B.
A.
B.
The B's. Let's go with the B's first.
I gave him that. I think he came prepared. I thought he was going to do a much better job on foreign policy, but he did a much better job on the economy and bringing this sort of conversation on the middle class. I thought he did a very good job in presenting the economy part of this very well.
He unloaded on the 47% in a way that Obama did.
And in terms of making the best argument for his side, using those passionate arguments about the middle class, that is the substance that the Democrats need to cling to make their case. So
Full of details. He understood the issues. He took the case back to Romney-Ron in terms of their programs, their issues. And I think the election now will be resetted once again because Joe Biden understood exactly what to do tonight.
All right, bottom line, winner.
Ryan.
Biden.
Biden.
And how much does it make a difference?
Stops the bleeding, makes the race stay still where it is, which is basically dead even, and sets up a big night that has to happen next Tuesday at the debate. Raises the stakes for next Tuesday night.
Okay, that's it.
No Rolaids for me tonight.
No Rolaids. You're going to go. Nicole Wallace, Donna Brazile, Matt Dowd. Thanks very much.